Howdy, y'all. Mr. B again. And this is our week 3, trimester 2. And this is our audio performance, the musical portion of your performance that you're going to manufacture this week. This week, just as a guideline, the tempo is 128 beats per minute. The time is 3/4 time, which is new for us. There's going to be piano. You're going to play 4 chords that involve a minor third. You're playing 2 drum tracks, and you are playing also a solo track of your own. It can be anything that you'd like, at least one. So each of those items is 20 points. That's where the 100 points is coming from as it relates to the performance this week. So here is what that performance is going to sound like. Okay. Now, the part that I have left out, at least at this moment, is what I added, which was my vocal choice. I chose to sample my voice and add that as spoken word. And so that sounds like this. 3 half steps, a minor third. 4 examples, what you heard. Just for fun. And for me, it's to reinforce the content for you. For you, you can certainly do whatever you would like there. You can add a trumpet. You can add whatever sound you'd like. If you'd like to sample something yourself, but you at least get 1 track on your own. So you've got 4 required tracks, 3 which are emulating what I was doing, and 1 additional track on your own. So let's talk about how we're going to build those ultimately. So we're going to start scratch. From here, Alchemy Synth as usual, leaving Alchemy Synth, going to our main categories, keyboards, classical grand, done. And again, we want to make sure we're kind of centered in the right place. And so we know from the artwork that we did earlier that we're playing E and G first. And so E and G first are going to be kind of here, so we're going to get them lined up a little better. So right here is where we're at, and then taking it off the glissando. So E and G is what we're going to play first, right? And then we're going to play G and A sharp, and then we're going to play A sharp and C sharp, and then we're going to play C sharp and E to close it. So that's what we're doing. Now, again, our tempo, as we said from the top of the lecture, was 128 beats per minute. 128. There we go. And also differently this time, we are using 3/4 time. We've done 4/4 most of the time. We've done 6/8 once, and now 3/4 time. 3/4 time has a 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3 kind of vibe to it, okay? And that's how I'm going to play it. And I'm going to hit it right away as soon as we come in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then... And again, the reason why we're doing this is because each of these intervals is a minor third. It is 4, 1, 2, 3 half steps, if you will. You can count it 1, 2, 3, 4 if you want, but it's 3 half steps. It's a half step, a half step, a half step. So this would be the minor second, major second, minor third. So here we're going to go with the recording. And I'm okay with my little bit of leftover finger there that translated. Where we go. Now, right now we're going to keep the metronome on as we add our drum tracks. And I'm going to, again, have you do drums in 2 separate parts because we're not drummers. We're learning to play all of these instruments at the same time. So we're going to leave our metronome on now for the moment. But your part here is just going to be bass and then snare. And you'll notice if where you hit the drums changes the sound, this has more of a drum roll kind of a sound. This has a really strong kind of parade tight snare, almost like a gunshot. That's what it was originally, by the way, to emulate that sound, to scare people. That's why military had bands. So here's our drum kick. So it's going to be just this, and then for the first drum, and I'll show you how that works now. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3. So you're just alternating on the 1. And drums will allow you to record twice. You don't need to. And now we come back here, and we're going to take a look. And we've got piano and we've got drum. And you could add drums this way. Another way to do it is you can just come back to this track and say duplicate. And it's going to give you the exact same sound, which is another way of doing it. And so now this time what you're going to do is you're going to use your ride. And you're going to move to the bell. So you're going to stay on the ride. And you're going to 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. And so on the count, really on every 6, you can choose what you want. But kind of just move back and forth on the drum in time on the cymbal. And we'll show you how you're adding that now. Here we go. So, and it's just 1, 2, 3. So I'm moving to the ride on the snare hit. And then at the end, and that fill at the end, this crash over here is actually connected to the bass drum. So it gives you both at the same time. And so we come back here and we look at our tracks and make sure everything's all healthy. And that is the required work. Now the other thing that you have to do for yourself is to pick another instrument and play an additional part. Now, like I showed you, I used the sampler and recorded my voice. You can do other things. You can do whatever you'd like, but you have to make one additional track of your own liking. So you can pick, let's go back to main categories, other. Now, I know French horn has been popular, in part because it seems everybody does like that funky sound. So if you get up here into the higher registers, and then we go to pitch, we get that. Hold on, get to our pitch. There's pitch. And so we would then have the opportunity to record a solo track. Let's see what I get with that. It wasn't a perfect performance. Very theremin sounding, very sci-fi sounding. And again, a minor key, so we're getting kind of a little darker thing, but we're moving away from our minor seconds, which were closer together. That interval's getting a little larger. So it's starting to open up. It doesn't quite feel happy yet, but it's getting there. So again, you've got 3 tracks that must follow the format I've described, and you've got to add a 4th track that's your solo, doing whatever you would like. The first example I showed you, I did a voice sample. This time I did a trombone, or rather a French horn solo. We'll see you all soon in lecture.